Hey YouTube, this is Alex. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a while, but we've got something very special today. At the beginning of the summer, I met the guy from To the Top Crane in a live stream, and we're going to be shooting a very special video for him. So first of all, we need to get the piece off of here. And we're going to put the jib onto the crane so that we don't have to do it later, because as soon as we install it, the hook is going to have to be unlocked and then lined up. Actually, let's unlock it first before I put the jib on there so that way it won't slip around. There we go. Jib's on. Now we're going to set this wire to the end of that. The only thing is that I need a lot of slack, because this crane is going to require a lot of cable to lift what we're going to lift. So now we're going to get this and we're going to stick it on the end. And the objective that we're going to try to do is we're going to try to move all of the Legos that are on the ground here into a very high container. And I'm hoping that by the end of this video you'll have an idea of the scale that we're working with here, because these are all 1/16 scale trucks. And the municipality vehicle that is sitting on the right of the crane, we will be doing a review of that later, because somebody ganked my sound module, or stole, if you want to use that term, my sound module when I purchased it, because I think it was maybe a return. But anyway, that's another video. So let's get the driver out of here. Well, actually, here, stick it back in there. Just get out of the back and turn toward the site. That's why I had to. I'll just stick them back in there and do it manually, I guess. Yeah, I'll stick them in the cab just so I can show you how the cab door opens on this. The man sits in the cab here on the right side. Probably good enough for the video. Alright, now we need to turn it so that it's facing the site. Jib just popped off, but I fixed it. Alright, now, because the jib popped off, I need to put the claw back on. it's okay. It's no fault of Brooder or anything of that sort because I just was holding it the wrong way. And I don't really get to use this truck a whole lot because it's so large, and we haven't even extended the boom out yet, so you can see just how massive this truck is. But I think you'll be pretty surprised at just how large this behemoth of a crane is. It's also one of Brooder's most expensive trucks because of its immense size. This is a Scania R500 Liebherr crane, and this is a cousin to the Tadano crane because they're manufactured in the same area almost, and two German companies make these trucks. So now we are going to extend the boom so that we don't lose our connectivity when we raise the crane itself. And now we're going to raise the crane up. Now look at how tall that monstrosity is. We're gonna back it up here, and we're gonna move it over just a little bit to the left here, and move the roller out of the way so that it'll have a clear enough path to where it needs to be to make this lift happen. All right. We're going to take this guy, we're going to open this lid, and we are going to dump the claw in there. Now, there's a reason why I did not put down the outriggers for this job, because we still had to move the crane a bit in order to do it. So now we can back it up and we can start. I'll actually move it forward, and now I can start raising down. And just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you how the counterweight attaches to the crane, and I'm going to do this before I raise it down, so that way you can have an idea of how it would actually clip on. So the weight gets moved up like this. And this actually has two flippable hooks, one on each side, that attach to the crane itself. And then when you want to attach the weight back to the truck, you flip them down and the weight slides back down, and then you can clip it back onto that. Now then, let's boom down. Actually, first let's pull this in. We can pull this sucker down. Unfortunately, you can't push it down like you could when you pushed it up, because the way that the knob is set up, it's designed so that you can push the crane up with the heavy load, and then when you have to raise it back down, it's not so hard to use the knob. But when it's got a load on it, it's a very, very difficult process to do. Now, I'm going to show you how the boom reels in, and then we are going to reattach the jib to the side of the crane, much like the Tudano. And we're going to put the grapple back in the municipality truck. And before I put that other piece on that I pulled off at the very beginning of the video, I'm going to have to reinstall the jib piece first, because if I don't, it'll bug the heck out of me until I do. So let's turn it around here, and we shall get it snapped in. Again, this is a longer than normal video because there is so much detail to this crane. Of course, I don't think that is a bad thing, because Bruder really has done an excellent job with making this crane so that kids and adults alike will really enjoy it. Okay, that's why I didn't attach that piece yet, because I noticed that when I was detaching it, I didn't have both wheels attached, so I had to kind of reel that in. Let's see, is it going to let me do it? I think I got the crane hook too far in. There we go. Alright, that about wraps it up. Sorry about that.